let's say that you've put out a song on DistroKid. They give you your hyperfollow link right away. Now you start promoting it like crazy. People start to pre-save your song so that the day it comes out, there's hype around it. It's hyperfollow, get it? So what did we learn today, students? Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Nicki Tedesco. I'm a singer, songwriter, bass player here on YouTube and everywhere in the world actually. And I just recently released an album and I made a bunch of videos on how to do that and lessons learned and things like that. This is the album, Heaven is a Ghost Town. It did incredibly well on the first day. It had 66,000 streams on the first day, and I'm going to tell you how I did that using DistroKid. So if you're interested in learning how to do that, stick around. Keep watching. Okay, so you all know that I've talked about this before, that the gold is getting onto a playlist, okay? And then another thing that you also want to think about while you're putting out a record is you want to capture people that are interested in your music. You'd like to capture their email list. That's another thing that you want to do, right? And another thing you want to do is you want to get people to pre-save the song so that the day it comes out, bam, you've got a bunch of people. It automatically goes into their queue, so to speak, of whatever their streaming preference is, and they can listen to the song right off the bat the day that it comes out, so that then it builds hype, and there's algorithms that look at these numbers and it builds hype around the song that you've just released, right? And so DistroKid has this thing called HYPERFOLLOW, and so I want to show you, I have this mock-up that I want to show you. So this is where you would send this pre-save link. It's your HYPERFOLLOW link, and you would click on this. Let's say you want to go to Spotify or you want Bandcamp, and then it's going to pre-save on Spotify so that that user, the day that it comes out, they'll be notified that it's ready to go on Spotify. And then hopefully they'll listen to it, right? And if they've clicked on that, it has gathered their email address. So now you have an email address of somebody that you can continue correspondence with, and you can upsell them, and you can continue to keep a relationship with them and build a relationship and sell other things to them ultimately and share your music. If you click on My Music, so I have Musician Plus. There are different plans that you can get. So look on DistroKid's website for the most updated prices for that. So let's check out my latest release, which is Cover of Summertime Sadness. So I want to see my HYPERFOLLOW page for this. And I'm going to visit my HYPERFOLLOW page. So this is very cool. Let's say that you've put out a song on DistroKid. They give you your HYPERFOLLOW link right away. Now you start promoting it like crazy to everyone and everywhere. People start to pre-save your song so that the day it comes out, there's hype around it. It's HYPERFOLLOW, get it? You're able to retain their email addresses. You're able to look at stats on how many people clicked on it and pre-saved it. So then the day it comes out, there's already all these things in place. So let's just talk about that set of tasks first. So now you've sent out your HYPERFOLLOW pre-save link, and easily people can pre-save on Spotify, and you've got their email address. So then the day that the song comes out, instead of having to go to every different streaming site and finding your link and then saving it somewhere and then sending it to people in a not beautiful way, maybe in an email with a bunch of links, it gets ridiculous. This happens on DistroKid. The day that it comes out, all of the places where it now has been released to are in this link, are on your HYPERFOLLOW link. So you have this page that's auto-generated that you can share. People can listen to it right here, or they can stream it on these other places, or they can buy it on iTunes, buy it on Amazon Music, etc., etc. So this is auto-generated, and you don't have to pay for this. It's part of your plan. Once you generate your HYPERFOLLOW page in the beginning, they give you all of these quick and easy links already generated. You just go, I want to share it on Twitter. I want to share it on Facebook. I want to share it Pinterest, LinkedIn, everywhere. And then what will happen is it starts to generate stats around this song. So let's say on this song, I had 302 visits to my HYPERFOLLOW page. I had this many follows actually generated. And so when you have Spotify follows, that's important, because then anytime you put out another song, those people will be automatically notify that you have a new song out. You don't have to promote to them. Spotify will promote to them. Below that, on that page, you'll see the emails of all the people that have now signed up to be like on your mailing list. And then you can generate those into whatever emailing software that you might use. Or if you just manually have an email list, you can add it to that. Here's another song that I released called Broken from the new album. And you can also put your Bandcamp links. And this is great because that's where people can purchase your music directly from you, and you can mail it to them, or they can do digital downloads, and that way you get a larger chunk of the commission. The instant you finish uploading at DistroKid, you can start marketing your release and collecting pre-saves on Spotify, including fan email addresses with HYPERFOLLOW. As soon as your release goes live on its release date, your HYPERFOLLOW page will automatically update to include links to all streaming services. You're also able to edit your HYPERFOLLOW page to include Bandcamp and links to videos and other things like that. Your HYPERFOLLOW link will never change, so you don't have to update any marketing. So what did we learn today, students? We learned that DistroKid has HYPERFOLLOW, okay? HYPERFOLLOW is where people are going to follow you. They're going to maintain following you on Spotify. You're going to get their email list. This link never changes, never dies, and updates with all of the streaming services immediately once your song is released on DistroKid. So it's like this automated marketing tool where you can gather information. You can use that information to future market or to upsell to your fans because they've signed up. So they obviously like your music and are interested in hearing from you again. And the day that the song comes out, it will have hype on Spotify around that song. In addition to you being able to promote it to playlist, which is already part of DistroKid, which is, I love DistroKid. They're incredible. But this HYPERFOLLOW is so great because let me tell you something else. There are some competitors for DistroKid where you have to pay for this kind of service. And I firsthand know that because I've done it many, many times. And I have had to pay for that service, or you can do one at a time. You can do like one campaign, it's called. You can do one campaign, and then when that expires, you can do another campaign, and then when that song comes out, you can do another campaign. But with DistroKid, you could put out 10 songs and have 10 HYPERFOLLOW pages all happening at once. And in fact, I think that's helpful for musicians at this point in time because we might be doing many different genres. We might be doing many different styles of songs, or we might have covers that don't fit on our album. So we might be putting out a lot of music at once, and it's not just going to be in a linear fashion. So HYPERFOLLOW, you've got to check it out. It is the coolest feature from DistroKid that's just automatic, part of your paid plan, and updates automatically and gathers marketing information for you. I mean, how much more how much more service do you want from a company that's going to be distributing your music? It's incredible. So I hope this video helped, and I hope that you guys try out DistroKid. And, if you want to, I have a discount link in my description for 7% off. So check that out if you're interested in putting out songs, and just try it. Put out a single, give it a try. You don't have to throw your whole album in there. Try out a single and see how you like it. If you're interested in all the other pieces around releasing music and how to use DistroKid and other competitors and pros and cons and all that kind of fun stuff, I will put links to videos in the description box of other videos that I have previously released about that topic. So have a great day. Be good to each other. Put out your music, write your songs, put out your music, and I'll see you on my next video.